He wants to go. He wants to go. Here, let me take him. This isn't working with you. Come on, Daddy. Let's go find your bowl. Let's go find your bowl. Go get your bowl. What? What? No. Eddie, stop that. Yeah, he, that was those were boxes of pee pads. Apparently other dogs had smelled the pee pads and decided that was a appropriate place to pee. So he did too.
Oh my gosh. Oh.
So how is everybody this evening?
Hanging in there.
Oh, you okay over there? She's sitting there eating my chocolate covered peanuts. We got a tray in
I
here.
just had one. I'm drinking.
There's a whole bunch of them in there and you ate them all.
No.
Eddie, no.
Conky, no.
I thought we were going to do a
Conky, no.
Well,
there you go, Conky.
that's what's left of one of the trays of chocolate covered peanuts.
Now, I will give Conky a lot of credit. I made these on Thursday. Okay, oh, there he is. There's His Royal Highness.
Yeah, he's down there.
There's His Royal Highness. Yeah. Thursday I made four of these like that and stuck them out in the refrigerator we have in the garage that acts as an extra refrigerator. And considering as much as he's been out to the garage the last 2 days, he only managed to go through one of the trays.
Yep. And there's a half a tray there.
Half a tray there. There's two more trays. And I give you credit. You have not devoured them.
No, they're you wanted them saved for Easter, so they're saved for Easter.
There's Easter because I'm planning to take we're visiting my mom tomorrow. So I would like to take a little bag of them down. They make 6 or 7 of them down to her. It's a little Easter treat.
Okay.
And then the rest are all yours.
Can I eat them now?
You can have some now. If you want to eat and do a show, go right ahead.
No, I'm not gonna eat.
And
I might if the camera goes all to Eddie, I'll probably
well, Eddie's got an Easter treat of his own.
You'll know that I'm eating a chocolate covered peanut if all you see is the dog.
So yes, this past was that Tuesday?
Whatever day it was, you made him. I don't know.
No, I'm talking about Tuesday. We had to go.
Was that the day we took him to the store with us?
I think it was Tuesday or Wednesday.
Yeah, it was Tuesday. It was Tuesday night.
It was a cold day. I remember that. I had my jacket on. It was cold.
We had to go pick
wet.
up the
it was
auction
Tuesday.
thing.
Yeah, Tuesday. It was Tuesday. Yes. Okay.
I bought another one of these tow trucks.
Yeah, he loves. He loves buying all these AAA white tow trucks. So when he finds them, he buys them.
It's okay, Conky.
So we decided to take Eddie with us.
Well, Christine says it's okay. So then I'm gonna.
Christine says it's okay. There you go. Now I only made you a pound of those.
What are you telling me that for?
Because I only made you a pound of those. So pound of chocolate with a pound of peanuts. There you go.
So that's 2 pounds.
Well, when you
when you mix the chocolate and the peanuts, it's 2 pounds.
Whatever you want to say, honey. It was funny because
1 + 1 = 2.
It does. I think I use a pound of chocolate.
And a pound of peanuts.
That's the way I look at it.
Okay.
I used a pound of chocolate. Luckily, I found a store closer to me with better hours that I can get exactly what I want, which is the Merkin's chocolate discs. They sell it in white, sell them basic milk chocolate and the
gotta have milk with chocolate covered peanuts.
And the dark chocolate. He loves the dark chocolate, so
I love milk chocolate, but it doesn't like me.
No, it doesn't like you. You get ulcers. It's cold. Well, who wants to see my foot? Okay, go. Oh, so we took Eddie with us. We took Eddie with us. Yeah, it was because it was cold, and we went later in the day to get our stuff, and it was a little bit of a crowd, and he was just so excited to get out of the house that I took him around the building, and then I thought, it's cold. I took him back in the car, and he stayed there while we got our stuff, and Then we stopped at the pet supplies us on the way and
got him a couple bags of Bill Jack.
Got him some Bill Jack. That's the main reason. And you wanted him to have his own bowl.
I want to have him to have a new bowl.
Mm-hmm.
His bowl, I think the bowl that he was using was the one that we bought Sammy when we got him. And I never did like that bowl because it scoots across the floor.
It's lightweight. It was there to fit the moment.
So we've got him another bowl that was like Roxy's that doesn't tip, and it's got the rubber on the bottom, so it won't scoot across the floor when he's trying to eat off it.
And it's so cute. We didn't notice until I took it out of bed because yes, I did wash it before he used it.
Yeah.
And it said in the bottom of the bowl there, it said play on. So it's like the dog, like he eats and then he can play on.
Yep. He stops eating stops playing long enough to eat, and then he goes back to play. Of course, you see what he's doing now.
He's sleeping, but he doesn't know this.
He was pretty active today, though. What do we got for him?
I didn't get him pup cups. I got him,
which reminds me of the
puppy dog
cookies that we used to get at what's the name of that restaurant that had the
Eaton
cookies?
Park.
Eaton Park. Yeah, it looks like an Eaton Park.
Your daughter said texted the same thing when I showed her where we got him. So who wants to see Eddie eat a cookie? You think Eddie would like to eat this cookie?
I'm
if you
sure
do, go ahead and
one in the chat.
Put a 1 in the chat, and we'll put this in front of him and see what he does with it.
She's sleeping. See if we can sneak it from him.
Sneak it in there. Okay, we're gonna sneak it in there. He's sleeping. Let's see if the nose wakes up. There he goes. Now these puppies are a little challenging. They are a little hard. You want me to break them in half? I said
I grabbed another chocolate covered peanut while he was doing that. And when I did that, he kind of looked up at me.
Okay, he's looking. Okay, he's gonna savor this for a while, and they'll get the biscuit part soft, I think, and then he'll eat that part. But they'll keep him busy. In fact, he went on a ride with us today. Went to pick up a few goodies for tomorrow, and
yeah, he likes to nose out the window like any other dog.
Oh, he just loves it. He just loves it. Oh yeah. Oh, there he goes. Now he's getting into it. Okay. Pretty soon that other paw's gonna come over. He's gonna hold on to it, and yeah, he likes it. Look at him. Look at it. So yeah, he's got a few car rides this week.
He likes to go for car rides.
Yes, he does. And
I don't even think he knows what to do with it.
Oh, he'll figure it out. He's not stupid.
So how else was our week?
How else was our week? Well,
we got it. What did we get fixed this week?
The roof.
The house is
finally fixed. The roof is finally fixed. They came over yesterday around 7:30, and they were there. There was a crew of 3 guys. They were there till about 7:30 in the evening.
Yeah, they were there for about 12 hours between the first guy that showed up, which is actually the crew chief, the boss.
Mm-hmm. And it was beautiful weather yesterday.
I think really
this was probably the perfect weather for roofers. Not too hot, not too cold, just right, and sunny.
Sun wasn't beating down on them, but it was sunny.
And the 3 of them had that. They fixed the roof. They fixed it.
Well, at one point there was a lot of people here for a while,
mm-hmm.
and then we got down to the point where there only needed to be a few people. The 3 guys stayed and finished it up. At one point, there was probably 8 people here getting it started.
I think they just quickly got the stuff they needed to rip off and peel off and all that. And then the 3 guys stayed behind that actually reconstructed the roof.
And they actually
fixed the shingles.
I mean, I watched them. They didn't just slap it together. They'd taken the broken pieces and they were duplicating them with the saw to get them just right so they can replace what broke. And actually what they did was they took the broken piece, put it back in, and then they sandwiched it in. It's called sistering, and they got it all back together. It was really nice by the time it got done.
Yeah, Conkys had a pleasure in I'd say about 25 years ago. You helped build roofs at one point.
Well, I mean, I 2 roofs ago, I took the roof off and I started to put one on and got to the point where I couldn't do it anymore. And I called somebody to finish it. But I did the one 2 roofs ago, and then I did the one 2 roofs before that when I was a kid. Because I grew up here.
Yeah, you grew up here. Yeah.
Oh, there he's finally crunching it. There.
Yeah, he's got. I mean, this is a dog biscuit with a little bit of icing on it.
Well, thank you, Mary, for the $2 super sticker.
Where's the? Oh, there it is. I know. This is your table, not mine.
Okay.
Thank you, Mary. Your support is always appreciated. So yeah, it was a bit of a weird roller coaster ride of a week with the weather around here. And yesterday, yeah, it got to me. I mean, Monday it was nice Monday, if I'm not mistaken. It was like up in the 60s, maybe near 70s Monday.
Well, I didn't know they were coming to do the roof until maybe Wednesday.
Yeah, they knew the weather was going to be good. That's why they wanted to get out here, and I don't blame it because it was beautiful yesterday.
But I had what day was it? Thursday? Yeah, it was Thursday. I told you guys about how I had to order some equipment for one of my customers and how it was kind of a surprise. Mm-hmm. And then the order got doubled. Actually, it didn't get doubled. I just found out that it was twice the size of what I thought it was. And I had to come up with a lot of money. I had to come up with roughly like $9,000 like in cash to pay for all this stuff between the shipping and the equipment.
Yeah.
And I was out working in the yard Thursday, and my phone buzzed. My phone buzzes anytime I get a text from the bank, anytime there's a charge of more than a penny. Because
Conky learned in the hard way in the past that somebody did
somebody stole one of my credit cards.
His credit cards one time.
So now
every charge,
so that if something happens, I can take it right away.
Exactly.
So I get this text that says they've taken out, like it was like almost $5,000. I'm like, well, I don't think I have that much in my account. So I had to run up there. I had some checks around here. I had to run up there. Got up there, forgot to have her sign the check because one of them was made out to her and me. She had to run up there and sign it.
Yeah, and I was not. I go give me a few minutes because I was in bummy clothes. I was just working around the house, so I had to.
It was like almost 4:00.
I had to clean myself up a little bit.
So then we found out that check had a hold on it for. Like, I don't know how, I think there's still a hole in it. So we got another check the next day. Had to run that up there. In
fact, that check came right as we were at the bank because that came through the mail guy or mail lady, I should say.
I mean, basically what we did was we wound up.
Yeah.
The insurance company gave us a check for the roof. Mm-hmm. And I was holding on to it until they actually did the roof. I didn't want to cash it until then. So
we were safe because we knew they were coming out.
And it was just a mad rush to get money in the bank.
Just the juggling and
juggling act with money.
Yeah, and I will say that Wednesday, that Tuesday and Wednesday, it was back in the 40s, and then Thursday got up to the 60s, and yesterday I think it did hit 80. I'm not too sure, but it was very up in there, and it was very humid, and my sinuses have just been
Yeah, you.
Yeah.
Didn't do much today, did you? I went shopping.
I haven't felt good the last 2 days. And I think it's hard on the sinuses. It's hard on the body when 1 minute you're 40 degrees, bundled up like, it's freezing rain. And then the next day it shoots up to 75 degrees. And your body's like, it does.
I don't have any problem with it. I'll take every warm day I can get.
I love them when they're warm. But I will say that yesterday, I was a little warm yesterday. I went to church yesterday and I got a little warm and I got a little dry and I could feel it all. I was like, oh my. So last night, I was not feeling my best last night. So we didn't get through a whole whatnot show. It's just, I was not feeling good.
Yeah.
It's like one of those things where all of a sudden I'll just get really warm and it's steamy. I mean, I opened up our bedroom window last night.
Yeah. I'll take an 80-degree day. I don't care if it's between 220 degrees days or not. It doesn't matter to me.
But I noticed I think we have turned the corner. I mean, spring's been almost a month old. In fact, what's today? The 19th. Spring was, I think, March 20th. So we're a month into spring. I think we're finally turning that corner because next week's, 60s and 70s and rain and it's here and there. And it's like, okay, now we're getting spring. And now you and I are thinking, okay, all the stuff we got to do before late October rolls around and we get into fall, really cold fall weather. So we got a lot of stuff we got going on. And
I think he finished it.
did you finish your cookie?
Looks like it. He's licking the crumbs.
Oh, that's his. Well, he's got another cookie. We might get it to
we'll get to him next week.
Next time, yeah.
So, Christine asked if we got the whole roof done. No. What we had to do was we had to let them fix. Now, the original adjuster only wanted to replace like 14 shingles or 24 shingles or something. I said, no way. My agent actually came out.
Yeah, Jack came out.
And we filmed a spot on the roof and with the contractor explaining, why we're taking, the part of the roof off we did. They got it all together and it looks good, but it doesn't match the old roof. So now I have to go back and complain that it doesn't match the whole roof. And we'll fight to have the rest of the roof replaced.
Yeah, because when you and I thought about it,
and it doesn't match at all. I mean,
that Monday morning after the storm came through, one of the guys, John's guys, was out here and put Tyvek tarp over the damaged areas. So when people, wind adjusters did come out here, they really could not see the extent of the damage.
Yeah.
They did not see it. They didn't understand that there was serious, broken wood, broken, structure. The structure, that one corner of our bedroom, it was crushed.
It was busted.
And then in the front there, so they didn't really see the damage. So you finally got pictures of the damage.
Yeah, well, we had pictures of damage anyway. They're just going to have to accept, that they did what they did. They have to pay more. The bill for just what they did is going to come in at a lot more than what I got money for. So they're going to have to pay on what's called a supplement. Now, after that, they're going to have to come back, and it's going to cost more. If they had just done the whole roof, it'd have been one thing. Mm-hmm. But they had had the dumpster brought out for the roofing material. They had to put the cap shingles and the ridge vents on. They're going to have to take off some of the new shingles that they put on when they did this yesterday.
But we had to get the damaged areas of the roof fixed because, now we're getting into the rainy time of year, and that tarp had been up there for almost 4 months. So, it had to get fixed. The structure of the house.
Well, it's fixed and we're good.
It looks wonderful. It looks
the parts that they fixed looks great.
They did a fantastic job. They even cleaned up.
And
it was just
one of the I actually, while they were working on the roof, I don't know how much of this I told you, but I pretty much bought another truck.
Oh yeah, that was funny too.
Yeah,
that was just
So what happened was the guy that does the estimating, his name's John. The first couple of times he came out here, he was driving a white Ford pickup truck like mine. Only his is what's called a King Ranch, which has the really, really nice seats and all that. And anybody that really knows me knows that no vehicle I've ever bought, not so much lately anymore, but like in my younger years, I always used to take whatever the nicest possible seats you could get for that model car, and I'd always replace them in whatever I was driving.
Do we still have that white station wagon with those blue seats in it?
No, that's gone.
Oh, that one's gone. Okay.
Yeah, that was
like first time I really got a taste of that. You had to put those leather blue seats in that car.
Those things were like sitting on a couch. And we traveled in that car, and it was comfortable too.
The seats are comfortable, but it's traditional like any other car in the summer that has leather or vinyl seats.
Well, okay, let me finish telling my story. So this truck that he was driving, he blew the motor up in it. And I asked him, I said, "Do you still have the truck?" He says, "Yeah, it's parked at the body shop." It's actually not the body shop is in fixing cars. The name of the gym is called the Body Shop. So
cute, huh?
And they're a customer of mine.
Yeah.
So I called my buddy up that owns the body shop, and I said, "Hey, have you still have John's truck?" He goes, "Yeah." I actually texted him. I said, "Sell it to me for parts." He said, "Just come and get it. I'll give it to you, and just do a couple repairs for me or something, and that'll pay for it." So I'm going to take the seats out of that, the King Ranch seats out of that, and those are actually heated and cooled.
Oh.
So if you get in the truck in the summertime, you'll be able to cool the seats.
Doesn't my Forester do that too?
No, the Forester only has heat.
Okay, it's got the heated steering wheel.
It's got a heated steering wheel.
So yeah, this morning.
So I'm going to have a truck with back heated seats, front heated seats, and front cooled seats.
Yeah, because I mean, leather seats might be nice, but when the sun hits them, and you got shorts on,
well,
woohoo!
Yeah, but
you were excited about that. You're like, yoo-hoo! I'm gonna get those seats in my truck. Nothing makes Conky more happier than when he can get the house couch feeling in his car. Get nice and comfy and drive. Yeah, because in a way you do.
Well, I do. I don't spend a lot. I got nice shears sinking. Yeah. I don't spend a lot of time in a truck.
But it's
whenever I go on a trip, I take the car, but I still want it to be nice and comfortable.
Yeah. Well, we've been talking. Wouldn't you use the truck to haul the trailer around?
Yeah.
Yeah. See.
So, I mean, if I buy something in like somewhere else, I mean, I have traveled in the truck. It's just I don't drive it all the time. It's I only drive it when I need a truck or I need to pull the trailer.
And you'll probably be in a lot of it a little bit more this summer because, in addition to be running out to to the area to work on the property, we were kind of talking now you get that feel of spring in your face, like, well, maybe we should hit some flea markets this year,
Well, we'll probably drive the car. Well, you might drive the car.
Yeah. So we might be getting out about that too. I mean, it's just we were just talking this morning about taking advantage of what the nice weather is out there now.
Well,
yeah.
I've always enjoyed doing flea markets. I don't care how old I get. I remember doing flea markets and seeing people in their 90s going and setting up a flea market.
Well, you made that perfectly clear to me this morning. I said, well, honey, if you want to do flea markets, we can hit, there's one local to us that we could hit it maybe on the holiday weekends coming up and take advantage of that. We'll just, now that we no longer have this humongous big tree in our front yard, maybe we could have a yard sale.
We might, yeah.
You never know. So,
not that the tree was stopping us from having it before.
Well, we just have less trees now.
Yeah, we have less.
I mean, there was a time
you used to never be able to see our house from the street because of all the trees.
Yeah,
there was not an angle from the street that you could see the house, not even at the end of the driveway.
But now you can see the house.
Now it's.
I think
there's one tree in the front yard, and it's a dogwood.
Dogwood tree.
And I don't know if it's long for this world. It keeps blooming later and later every year. I don't think it's going to be around much longer.
But and happy Easter to you, Kathy. Yes, happy Easter to everyone. I am so looking forward to getting up tomorrow and getting a happy pants and shirt on and going to church and seeing the church all decked out for Easter. I mean, they get all decked out for Easter. I'll tell you, the flowers and
what are you fixing for Easter dinner? You're not fixing anything. I'm fixing dinner tomorrow.
No, tomorrow it's going to be the lower 80s, 7% chance of rain. And I looked at Conky and I said, what do you want to eat? And what does he tell me?
Hamburgers.
Not just any hamburgers.
Made out on the grill.
We call them daddy hamburgers.
Daddy burgers. So
daddy burgers.
I'm going to be we're dragging the grill out tomorrow.
We come back from my mom's. We're going to drag the grill out. We're going to have daddy burgers. Our daughter's coming over. All I had to type was daddy burgers Easter. And she types back, yeah, because we go to the local meat market up here. And I got 2 pounds of fresh ground beef. And when you take the fresh ground beef, and you put the seasoning on it, it is the most wonderful hamburger you'll ever have.
Oh, they're good.
They're good.
Fresh buns. We got lettuce and tomato.
We got lettuce and tomato. You even got your blue cheese dressing from Mike's place because you're going to get onion rings with it too.
We pulled into Mike's place to get the blue cheese dressing this morning, and there was a bus there. It's like, oh, it's a good thing we're not coming here to eat.
Yeah.
Oh my God! People lined up, people standing outside, and everything else had taken us an hour just to get a table.
I went online and ordered it ahead, so I walked in there, and they were busy, and I saw the blue cheese there. I saw the receipt there. I saw my name on it. I signed it. put the pen down on it, grabbed the blue cheese, and left. And the girl saw me do it. She goes, "You're okay." I'm like, "Okay."
Got the hell out of there.
Got the hell out of there. And I thought I was going to be, because usually around the holidays, that meat market gets very busy on a Saturday. So I must have just hit it right, because I got in there, pulled a number. It was 25. The girl called 25. And I was in and out of there.
Well, there you go.
I mean, got lucky today, because like I said, I'm not 100%. So I was happy to get home. Just kind of take it easy a little bit. So, and then tomorrow morning, I'll just want to get back from church for breakfast, and I got to do a little straightening up. And
I don't know. I'm going to stay home tomorrow until the time. I'll go to your mom's with you.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll go there and get attacked by a dog.
Right. Yeah. Pixie.
The
name.
You would think a name with a name like Pixie would be some little
tiny
lap dog. Well, it turns out it is a lap dog, or it thinks it is anyway. It's a 100-some pound.
No, she's like 75 or 80 pounds.
When she's jumping on you, she's 100 pounds.
She is a chocolate lab Pixie mix. She's got the Pixie
Pitbull.
Sorry.
Pitbull chocolate lab mix.
Pitbull chocolate lab mix. She's got the pitty head with the pitty ears, but the rest of the body is all black lab, chocolate lab. And she
thinks she's a lap dog. She thinks she's a lap dog.
She's so excited, and she gets so happy to see people come over and see her. So she just loves you. Dogs just love you. Look at this. We conked him out with that cookie. That cookie took him out.
He's asleep.
Oh, yes. Dreaming of another one, I bet.
Yeah, probably.
So he just always mixes treats up a little bit between the cups and the cookies, and he's getting outside more, so that's good. And
Edward Harding, early yellow lab, is 95 pounds. That's the one that got. Oh, Edward's dog killed the Easter Bunny last year.
Oh no! Here comes Peter Cottontail, hopping down the bunny trail. Hippity hoppity, Easter's on its way. I'm not kidding, guys. I went on YouTube. I love it because you guys are our people. You all remember those Rankin Brass photo animation shows like Here Comes Santa Claus and all that, and Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer? Well, there's a couple for Easter, and yes, I was watching them, enjoying every minute of it. Like a stupid 9-year-old.
Well, there you go.
Easter's just different now. I mean, back when we were kids, I mean, Easter was kind of like, it was second place after Christmas. You know, you got the new outfits, the Easter candy and all that, and you go get your picture taken with the Easter bunny and all that. They don't do that now.
I don't know why. People are different now, I guess. I don't know.
But yeah, we used to look forward to those children sponsored, children aimed programming during primetime TV. You know, the Peanut Gang and the Rankin
Did Charlie
Brass.
Brown have a
Charlie Brown has one too. We don't I probably could, I don't know if I could find. Yeah, Charlie Brown had one too. I mean, of course, there's the basic, the Christmas one, and then they did the Halloween one, and then eventually they did one for Thanksgiving, and then Valentine's Day, and then, and then of course there's the Rankin Brass specials. You try to grab those too.
My favorite Charlie Brown one is the pumpkin patch.
Yeah, the Great Pumpkin.
Yeah.
And they don't put those on. And then when I sit there and I watch them, I'm like, you know what? Young kids today might have a hard time understanding some of this stuff.
Yeah, maybe they would.
Because it's just, these kids are so, oh my goodness. But I will say, I am kind of interested. I would go I don't normally go to the movies, but there is one animation movie that's coming out. I'm kind of interested in seeing. It's called The King of Kings, which is supposed to be based on a story Charles Dickens told his son about the King of Kings, which I think is absolutely perfect to be coming out this time of year.
Yeah.
That I would see. I don't know.
It's got to be better than the remake of Snow White.
Well, what do you see? It's opening weekend for this King of Kings. I'm sure it'll.
Oh, Joanne says Conkys bread. We're gonna do the state of the bread tonight.
That's her. She does it. See, 8:30. She's on it.
Well, don't get it in the camera.
I'm not.
You almost passed it in front of the dog. You see him wake up.
Oh yeah, right. No bread for you.
No. Not like that one time.
Did you see his head?
Yeah.
All right. No bread for you.
He knows. I mean, he was standing against the one fence line yesterday, barking his ass off. Yeah, I think it was yesterday or Thursday. I came out of the garage and I looked at him and I said, Edward. He stopped and he looks up at me. I said, get your butt in the house. He hangs his head. He just slinks over to the door and goes in the house.
He slunks. He did that today too. He was barking. We went outside. We just looked at him. I point at him and he just walked. He loves barking, but after a while, you can't let him bark all day. So I get him in the house and then.
So we got half loaf, 2 slices gone, 2 slices left, 2/3 gone. Mary Beth says full loaf, baby cornball, 1 sandwich for each of you. I gotta look at this and see. Okay, I know how many.
He knows how many.
I know which one. Which one I'm looking for here.
Oh,
Mary Beth says full loaf.
Oh, yeah. Because you guys have gotten clever with your responses. Yeah. So.
Joey, Lenny 2 times. Does he mean 2/3?
He may.
I think he means 2/3 left.
Yeah, just hit that wrong key.
4 slices left, 3/4 loaf left, just the ends. It's been that a few times.
Yeah, he leaves those for me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't usually eat it. Well, the ends don't toast right, and I
still like them.
The one up toasted. Troy Turner says 4 slices.
I love it.
I think that means 4 slices left.
Yep.
All right, so let's see the bread. Now, this bread started off this morning as a full loaf, and I had 2 pieces of toast. So the 2 slices gone comment up a little ways. Let's see who said.
Christine.
Yeah, Christine.
Christine.
Yep, Christine got it right. 2 slices gone.
2 slices gone. Yeah.
All right.
Because I baked that yesterday for you.
Right there.
And
Douglas says, you don't switch to hot cross buns for Easter? What's a hot cross bun?
It is a bun that has icing in icing in the shape of a cross on it. There you go. Oh. They call them hot cross buns. There's even a song that
it sounds yummy.
It sounds
icing in a bun.
I mean, I think the local store might open. You want me to get you some?
I wouldn't worry about you. Mean
next time I see them, I'll bring them for you.
Yeah, I'll try one.
They are delicious. I just, you got your muffins and.
Well, I'm eating hamburgers tomorrow. I'm not eating it like a traditional.
Well, we never eat traditional food.
Oh, and what's for dessert tomorrow?
Oh, one of Marie Callender's. My favorite too is the French frozen silk pie from Marie Callender. No.
Yep, that's out in the garage in the freezer out there.
Yeah, we used to get pie. Yeah, Easter's for us has always been about getting pies. All right. And I don't know, you guys might remember this. You might have had some in your, they were called Baker Square. You guys remember Baker Square? Well, every year, because we used to go to my dad's for Easter, I would get French silk for you. Dad, I believe, liked the banana cream. And I would get another pie, maybe apple or something like that. And we used to take those over. That was our contribution to the dinner meal.
Edward said, Krispy Kreme donuts, yum.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So one time, back when I used to do...
Oh, I love this story.
Like, I didn't do so much roofing. I did, like, siding and windows and things like that. We were doing a window and siding job over on the west side of Akron. And there was, me, a guy I was working with, and there was a couple other crews there. I went on a Krispy Kreme donut run. So I'll go to this Krispy Kreme over in West Akron. And now they have this app that does thing that tells you, what are you teasing him for? Stop teasing him. So I'm standing there in line, and I'm watching these glazed donuts roll off. They go on a conveyor belt, and the glazing like waterfalls on them. And then they drop about that far, and then what that does is that turns the donut over, and then it goes under another waterfall of glazing. This guy, right after the second glazing, I mean, this donut didn't move 6 inches after that second glazing. He was walking around with it like a stick. It was like a dowel rod. and he put it in the hole of the donut, and he walked over, and he offered it to me. I grabbed this donut. It had just been glazed 10 seconds ago, and put it in my mouth. And it just completely melted in my mouth. It just disappeared into, like, I don't even know what
was it kind of like the experience on Thursday when I let you lick the
kind of
warm chocolate covered spoons after I got done making your peanuts?
There's nothing like a Krispy Kreme donut that just came off the belt. And I mean just came off the belt.
There he is.
He's feeling dejected because he didn't get a piece.
You can't have that chocolate. No. That's the real deal. You can't have it.
Well, I did. A piece dropped when I was upstairs, and he snagged it. But, he'll be all right. He'll live. Things he's eating.
I don't want to. He was eating grass this week, too. He was having fun out
Of course.
There. Oh.
Everything else is eating. He needs to eat grass.
Oh, my God. I think I got him. Oh, he was digging this week. Did he get it? Was that last week we gave him a bath? It
might have been last week. You had to wash his paws. Whenever we walk out in the backyard and all you see is a dog butt and tail sticking up, it's like bouncing, like because he's digging. There's something you're gonna wind up having to give him a bath.
Christine Conkys' birthday was on
my birthday's gone.
March 27th. Yeah, and he got chocolate covered peanuts then too. Yeah.
I got to go
slightly spoiled
shortly after my birthday. A couple days after my birthday, I got to go with Jeremy and Rob and George down to
that
the toy show.
Yeah,
loaded up there. Rob's auction for all that stuff in the basement ended today. I wound up getting one thing from it.
You kind of knew it was going to be a bit of a challenge. So,
well, I mean, it sucks having like all your money disappear between paying taxes, buying, close to $10,000 worth of equipment.
Upfront the money for these machines and then get paid in the rears. So Yeah.
And that's when he decides to have this auction. So
this auction was in the works months. It was last month, but it is. We all know life is life. Stuff happens, and it is what it is.
I had bid on a bunch of stuff before I knew I had to buy the second piece of equipment, and I was kind of holding back a little bit. Then I found out I had to buy that equipment, and I had to spend all that money. And I could have bought everything I was bidding on. It's just I'm a little bit more cautious than that. When I start using the credit card, I get really, really picky about not paying the credit card off every month because I don't like paying the credit card interest.
Right.
So I was afraid that if
you would get yourself in a position.
I'd get myself in a position where I had to pay interest. And I won't do that. Yeah. Not for any toy. I'll wait and.
Yeah, you're responsible. He's responsible. It's important to be responsible.
I'll wait and pay a little bit more for the toy later and just be able to pay cash for it.
Yeah. So things will be crazy, but eventually you'll get that all back.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And then some. Well, thank you, Christine. He had a good day. We took him down and you got your steak dinner and you were a happy camper.
Yeah, that was on my birthday. I got steak dinner.
We got your steak dinner down there in Mansfield. And
I don't know why we have to wait till our birthdays to go down there and get steak dinner.
Well, first of all, it is an hour and 15-minute drive.
So,
and I know when it gets in the middle of winter, who wants,
that's true.
But I was kind of wondering if maybe Mother's Day, they might have their traditional Mother's Day. It would be fun to go there then.
Yeah, we'll see. They might have a buffet.
That's what I mean, the buffet. Yeah, that's all.
They might not have steak in the buffet.
That's okay. I love Chinese food.
And if you get the buffet, you can't eat my steak and your buffet at the same time. You have to let me eat my steak and you eat
all the General Tso's chicken I want.
Okay.
So we'll see if that is the case. I'll find out. But yeah, I can't believe we are going into the last week of April.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Last week of April.
Full week of April. I think April 3rd. I think it's Tuesday. I think it might be Tuesday, April 30th.
Yeah.
I think
so I'm going to be busy next week trying to wrap up April.
Right. And it's like I got things to do too.
And do my paperwork. And then I think starting that next week or the week after that, I think I'm going to try to grab Dan and go out there and start working on the building.
Yeah, I think.
Get that.
Mm-hmm. And I was thinking today, maybe getting some of that plastic off the windows that we,
Oh yeah, we'll do that.
Particularly, as
So
long
we can
as
open the windows.
particularly the kitchen window. Yeah, we did have the back door open a few times, so Eddie had the freedom to choose when he wanted out without having to bug us. He loves
our kitchen window is the type that they're called jealousy windows. So they're these slats and they close down and they just sort of close on top of each other. Horrible in the wintertime. But in the summertime, you can open them all up. They're 100% open. You get a really nice breeze through there. But I've been thinking about replacing them, but then
there's only so much you can do in a day, right?
Yeah, I know.
We're getting there, folks. We're getting there. I think for us right now, the main goal for us right now is just getting the house paid off, and then we'll take it from there.
Yeah.
Which could be done in the next couple of years.
Yeah, I'm trying. I got to work my butt off. I'll get it done.
You got no complaints with me. I know you bust your buns when you're out there. You do work hard. I know that.
So we haven't had dinner yet.
No, we have not had dinner yet. Like I said,
So I think what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and cut the show off. And we're going to go upstairs and we have dinner tonight.
Chicken tacos.
Chicken tacos.
Which really is just grilled up chicken, and then we put it in tortillas, and then we put lettuce and cheese and
tomato.
And that way we can allow these people, if they got grandkids or kids with them, and they want to get them towed off to bed in time, so they they don't see the Easter bunny because it won't stop. So I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys get off and have a wonderful weekend. Enjoy tomorrow. If Easter's your holiday, if you're into Passover, enjoy your time with that. And we will be back here next Saturday night, 8 o'clock Eastern Daylight Savings Time. And you guys have a great week. The weather is finally turning up here in the north, and looking forward to it. I'm so happy. So nice to see green, the color green again.
Yep.
The trees are leaving, so it was really nice to see.
No, they're still here. They're just getting leaves on them.